Hello everyone, my name is Mark Noorman. I'm a solution architect at CloudNation. CloudNation is a partner of Aviatrix, which is a vendor of cloud-native network and security solutions. Aviatrix gateways take over and enhance routing within your single or multi-cloud environment. Today I would like to focus on an additional security service which is available on every Aviatrix gateway, which is called Egress Control. In this video I would like to demonstrate how easy and flexible it is to set up Aviatrix Egress Control on the Aviatrix controller and gateway. I would also like to explain the scalability of the service using tags. And finally, I will do a live demo of the service in an AWS environment using whitelisting. Here are some use cases to enable egress control. Your operating system, database or other cloud service might need to access certain update websites on the internet to download patches. Or your application needs access to a public API or a web service to exchange information. Another use case is blacklisting malicious websites. Or you need to demonstrate PCI compliancy. This is not possible for FQDNs with a native cloud services. You can filter on IP address, but not on the FQDN. Aviatrix solved this problem. Now I would like to explain the setup of the demo. Configuration and deployment is always done through a dedicated controller. That's the one you see at the bottom in its own VPC. This could also run in Azure or GCP. In my workload VPC I've deployed an Aviatrix gateway. This takes over all routing, and because of that I can now enable additional services. Now on the right, in a private subnet, I have an EC2 instance representing a regular AWS workload. This subnet is associated with a route table which has the Aviatrix gateway as its default route. So this way, through the controller, I can now enable additional services like egress control. Now let's start a demo and go to the EC2 instance. I start the browser. I've already enabled egress control on this gateway and whitelisted a couple of websites. One is a personal favorite of mine. And it's opening perfectly. Now let's see if we can access Google. And as expected, this website is not whitelisted, so we're unable to access it. Let's see how we can fix that. This is the controller screen. Egress control is on the left under security. As you can see here, I already have a couple of FQDN filters available. Well, we want to access Google, so I open a new tag. Let's call it Google. Now I added the tag and I define specific URLs I want to access. Let's say everything ending with google.com. I want to access it through TCP or 443 and save it. Update the configuration. Now I attach it to the gateway. And I added the source. I only want to be able to access it from my private subnets. Add those two. That's it. I have the option here to define it as a whitelist or a blacklist. Let's leave it the default and enable it. Well, now we should be able to access it. Let's see if it works. Let's go back to the EC2 instance. Open the browser window again. And it's opening. Well, this just demonstrates you have a really fine-grained control of which FQDNs your workloads can access, instead of having to filter on IP addresses. It's much more flexible and easy to work with. One of the cool features of this service is that you're able to download access logs. Here I'm in the controller. I choose the gateway I want to have a closer look at and click download logs. When I open the downloaded log file, you see there's a lot of details of the connectivity inspected by egress control on the gateway. like source and destination IP addresses, timestamps, public IP addresses, whether it's whitelisted or not. Very interesting troubleshooting information. A similar logging service on a controller is Egress FQDN Discovery. Before you add any tags for whitelisting or blacklisting traffic, I would really recommend running this service to find out exactly which FQDNs your workloads are accessing. So when you enable egress control, you have minimal risk of the normal service disruption. If we take a closer look at the tags and edit one, you can see I can add multiple connectivity rules per tag for different FQDNs, protocols, port numbers. Because you can attach several tags to each gateway, this results in a really scalable and flexible setup. Let's say we have a public subnet that requires unrestricted internet access. I choose the gateway, actions, edit pass-through, and I choose the specific public subnet that needs to access the internet without any tags we defined earlier. To conclude this video, Egress Control is an additional service that you can enable on every Aviatrix gateway. It offers a lot more functionality than the native cloud network services do, yet it still fully integrates with those services, like for example the route table or the internet gateway. The solution is a lot more versatile and easier to deploy than comparable custom services you can deploy. And for very large and complex environments, you still have one single pane of glass, the controller. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you would like some more information on Egress Control or other Aviatrix services, please feel free to send me an email.